Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a last video, but not much has gone on the first week, but the second week I've had a few issues coming on, which I'm going to mention in this video. Also, we're also going to talk about the Icp test that I finally got back. I mentioned it on the live stream a couple of weeks ago, and yeah. And then just basically a general look over the tank and the impressions, obviously, of how I think everything's going on it. And to be fair, guys, everything is doing really, really well. Corals looking really good, colouring up really nicely. You'll notice my chalice that somehow came off the frag plug, and basically it had fell. Thankfully it had fell off that side there where there isn't anything. Now if it would have fell here onto this, or maybe even onto this other chalice, I think we could have lost it, but thankfully it didn't. It fell over there. I think it was that big crab that I have, which is like a bulldozer going round knocking everything off. So I've put it here for the time being, but I have bought some of the Gorilla Glue, and I'm going to be sticking that later on today. But yeah, gutted I was at first. I thought it was on its way out, but it's not. It's finally it's safe, and that's the main thing. These mushrooms, if you look back on my last video, I had 2 of them. Now they've split into 4. Don't know whether they're loving the light or anything, but yeah, they're loving it. This gunner is not doing too good, and neither is that one. I mentioned it last time. Don't really know what the reason is. I've not done anything different to the tank other than change the lighting. I've moved them slightly across over to more where the Lobo is. The red one, the pink one, sorry, that's doing fine. I mean, it's only early morning-ish now, so it's not fully out, but they're not coming out as much as they usually do. So yeah, not 100% sure on that. As for the rest of the things, guys, these I'm thinking of taking this rock out and just putting these on bigger frag plugs, a bit like similar to ones like these ones, and growing them out. Maybe just sticking them at the back because they are nice corals, obviously, but they're just the rock's taking up a lot of space there, so I might just move that. As for the clams are doing really well. These seductions are loving life in this corner. And yeah, I'm really loving this little clam area. The clam looks really, really good, to be fair. Try to get focused. These lights are so bright that it's just so hard for me to get really good picture quality, especially with this phone. But everything else, the big plate at the back is doing well. These little pieces that I put on here are completely spreading. The SPS, if you look at this is the Pikachu, 100% growth, sticking all over spreading all over the rock now. Loving life there. Really coloured up. Really coloured up. This yellow one and the Milliporas are all doing well. And this one, guys, which is looking fantastic, the PC Rainbow. Zooming in, just look at the polyps, and it completely started to cover that whole frag plug now, which I'm really happy about. So yeah, overall, guys, everything is doing really well. The Miyagi Tort just spreading like there's no tomorrow. And yeah, generally, in the general picture of things, I haven't got really much to say other than, you know, the tank's doing really well, and that was up until yesterday. Now, major problems happened. I don't know what made me look under the tank in the sump, but I thought, let's have a look at under and just make sure everything's right. And we're still at that now. So we'll have a look here, and you'll know exactly what I mean. Just look at the water level, guys, in there. Yep. Just look at the water level. the ATO has failed. Thankfully, I think I only had about 8 litres of water left in the 25 litre drum, but it's completely failed and it's stuck on and it's just completely filled my my sump. Now, if it was the 25 litres and it would have dosed all that in, then we would have been in major issues. Not about it overflowing completely, because the sump can take 25 litres, but the salinity in the tank. Now, the salinity I tested yesterday and I tested this morning, and it's reading at 1.023. So yeah, bit low, but nothing to be too concerned about. Corals seem happy, fish seem happy. But if the 25 litres would have been dosed in, then we would have been in major problems. We probably would have gone to 0.19 maybe, or maybe 0.18, maybe even lower than that. I'm not 100% sure, but thankfully it wasn't completely full. Now, obviously, I was thinking to myself, right, this was obviously, you know, yesterday, so I was thinking, right, we better go out and get one. But by the time I noticed, it was like, I think it was about 2 o'clock, 1:30, so it was a little bit too late. So with that water in there was not much more I could really do. So, you know, other than mix some high salinity salt water in a bucket, like literally off the charts, and tip it in. But there is no issues. The salinity, the temperature is fine. It's just the salinity is dropped. But what we'll do is, rather than making a massive change, we'll just up it up slightly over the next few days, and we'll get it back up to 0.125. And yeah, not really to worry about too much. And because we've got all the RO water in there, nothing's really going to change to the system, like I said. So what we'll do, I thought to myself, right, well, I'll go out today and I'll go and pick something up. So I'm going to pick a new ATO up. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I've got the one that I want in stock. The couple of online shops haven't even got them in stock, so fingers crossed I'll be able to pick one up. But I'm not going to be going for the D&D Auto. It's going to be something else, but that'll be on the next video, and we'll sort that out. But yeah, major problem with that, and that is one of the big things that can kill your tank for sure. Is the RO, is the auto top off, sticking on or off, and yeah, basically killing your tank. But thankfully, like I said, it wasn't too much water in there, so all is good. And like I said, corals are looking really well. Euphyllias, the bubble coral is fine. All the fish are well and healthy. So, I mean, that's the main thing. What I did do is I snapped some of this Hollywood Stunner off there. Yeah, it's going way too big, so I snapped some of it off. All of the others, they're all on this frag rack and on the frag rack there. Some lovely pieces of the Gold Rush chalice, which is here and there. And then we have got a couple of pieces of my Agator and a nice piece of stylo, which are on that back rack. But like I said, I'm trying slowly but surely to get rid of these frag racks and moving them on. The Montes has just exploded in growth on that back wall, and the same on this side wall as well. Just absolutely exploded for some strange reason. All different ledges, big ledges are all coming out. I mean, you can't really see how much it's spread, but it's completely spread all over there for sure. But what I'll talk about now is the ICP test, guys. And if you was on our live streams, you'll know that I spoke about it briefly. And the ICP test has come back bang on. It's come back absolutely spot on. Very similar to the one that I had last time, which was maybe 5 months ago, 6 months ago. Very similar, other than iodine. Iodine was low, and we spoke about this, like maybe, you know, most people who do ICP test, the iodine is low on things. I don't really know why, but yeah, it said it was slightly low, not too low, but low enough. So we're addressing that. I dose in here, like I said before, only 4 drops of iodine every maybe 3 or 4 days. So I have it in the cupboard just there, and yeah, I basically dose less than I should, only because you don't want to overdose iodine. It's one of those ones you're best off going under rather than over for sure. And that's like most things really in this hobby. You're best off dosing under things rather than over, because you could always add things rather than taking it away. So that's what I live on, and that's what I think is probably best. So yeah, like I said, everything's fine. There's no trace elements or no iron or any leaching of rust or anything like that in the tank, which is what I was concerned about because of the other fish that died. But I think it's just basically just one of those things that they just both died at the same time, which was unfortunate. And yeah, really don't know why, but I'm just putting it down to it was just bad luck. As for a new fish update, I went to Finest Aquatics. Now, if you've not been there, guys, it's a fantastic place. Head over there, some fantastic coral, really good coral, some really good prices as well, and the fish were absolutely incredible. I was on the verge of picking one up, and that was going to be a gem tang. But because I go away in about 5 weeks from now, I wanted to see it really settle in, you know, and stuff like that. I didn't want to not be here, or you know, in case anything goes wrong. I just wanted to be here, really, to be fair. So yeah, I didn't pick one up, but definitely there's going to be new fish added into this aquarium, either when I get back off holiday, or maybe just later down the line. But nutrients in the system are quite low, tested, and we always talk about like how low the nutrients can be. But in this, nitrates are sitting at about 8.2 now. Excuse me, guys. Phosphate's 0.01, which is low. Calcium 440, magnesium is 1380, and the alkalinity is rock steady at around 8.5, 8.7. Never fluctuates really from there. And the KH Keeper has just done its test and it's come back green, so that's a good sign. So yeah, overall, guys, the tank is doing well, apart from the issue with the sump, which we're going to address today. Things all going well. The next video, we'll have the new auto top off running, and we'll have everything going really back to normal, basically. But before I go, I'll quickly show you the nano tank. And yeah, nano tank is doing really well, guys. I mean, I'm quite surprised actually with it. I changed the water 2 days ago, and yeah, everything's doing really well. These BBBs have blown up. I mean, they're loving this little tank. We've got a little mushroom here, got a piece of Satoso, which I didn't think could do any good in here, to be fair, because of the light. And then we've got some of the other zoas that are all scattered about, and we've got a piece of toadstool. We've got the GSP just stuck on the back there, and I think it looks pretty good, pretty decent, guys. I mean, maybe a bit of sand would have been good, but you know, a bit of white sand would have been good, but you know, overall, I think it looks pretty decent. I've not added any shrimp to it, which I'm looking for. I need some little sexy shrimp, I think, to go in. But overall, guys, I think it looks a pretty decent little setup. And yeah, loads of copepods. All these are little copepods all in here. I don't know where they've come from. I think it's just come from the rock, because the rock came from out in the tank. So I think that's where they've come from. But overall, I'm really happy with the way this is going. Considering I was going to smash it up and throw it away, I think it's a nice little setup. So yeah, that's just a little look of the Pico. But overall, main display, the main tank is doing well. Everything's going fine. Icp Test has come back great, which I'm happy about. And yeah, other than, like I said, the top off, which is going to be addressed today, we're going to sort that out ASAP, and everything will be back to running. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching. I know it's been a couple of weeks. Hopefully, just work really. That's why I've not done one. Hopefully, I'll do one very, very shortly. Well, I will do because of the tank, the sump. I'll do another one for the next week maybe. So stay tuned. Tune in. Click the like and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you get that notification when I do upload a new video. And if I don't see you on the live stream, I'll see you on the next video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.